who wasn't here before kick-off and who were here to witness your speech, what exactly is the state of play at the moment?
Well, I can tell you now, we need to inject £500,000 into the club very quickly. Otherwise, Her Majesty's Revenue and Customs will issue a winding up order. We haven't paid the VAT, we haven't paid the PAYE, we haven't paid the national insurance, and after Plymouth going, the revenue is worried that we're going to go down and take with them. So we've got to make sure that we get money in straight away. So my first thing is to get money in next week, which we'll do. And then the longer term is to get it into community trust ownership. And for that, I've got Wrexham County Borough Councillor advising me. We'll be in touch with the Welsh Assembly Government. My view is they got a yes vote. And I think they've done a lot of good for South Wales, for Cardiff, for Swansea, but not very much for Wrexham. So I'm going to be on the phone saying, it's now our turn for support. This is the only stadium, the only football club of any significance in the whole of North Wales. And I expect the Assembly Government and Wrexham County Borough Council to get four square behind it.
To the Wrexham fans listening now, Stephanie, they might be worried that money is owed, but as you say, that money will be paid next week, or possibly
Yes, it will. No, it's no chance of it going into administration now. I guarantee that. We will protect it during the interim period. We've got to go through due diligence. We have expert lawyers and accountants used to dealing with football clubs, and they're waiting for the phone call today. They will be here first thing on Monday morning, and they'll go through it. We're talking weeks, not months now. Yeah,
timescale wise, for you to purchase the club or be in charge, are we talking weeks?
Yes, we've got to go through due diligence. That's, that is a legal requirement. We need to know exactly what is owed, where everything is, where the assets are, in order to make sure that we can deliver it. But what I can say to you is neither the Crusaders, Wrexham Football Club or the stadium are now at any risk of going into administration.
Why would you want to take it over?
Oh, because I'm bonkers, aren't I? I'm a drug junkie, but it's adrenaline that I live on. The same question when I bought the Winstay Arms Hotel in town. Had a terrible reputation, renting rooms by the hour. I'm not going to say what for, but you can probably guess. For some men, that was 55 minutes too long. But, we've turned it round. We spent £1 million on the Winstay Hotel, and we've increased the budget 3 times. I mean, it's performing way above where we thought it would be. And, yes, this is going to be harder, it's going to be longer, but that's what I'm going to do. I am not going to try and tell Dean Saunders how to play on the pitch. I know you've got to get the roundy thing and the netty thing at one end as much as you can. But apart from that, my job is the business behind it. So Dean and the players are not distracted. How the hell they've managed to play football with all this going on, I don't know. It's credit to them. And I need Dean. I've been with his wife today, and I said I'm going to be spending a lot of time with your husband. But hey, don't worry about it.
How encouraged were you by the reaction you got from the fans?
I was so overwhelmed. I didn't expect that reaction, to be honest. We had spoken to the police beforehand. We were concerned that they might kick off. We expected a few boos and things like that. And I mean, I couldn't hear anything. I'm sure there was some people sort of who were against it, but the vast majority showed their support, and that's quite humbling. The problem is now that I've made the promise, I've now got to deliver on it, and I realise I could go from hero to zero very quickly. And I might, I've got a fairly high profile, and at the moment it's positive. So it's a big risk,
If I heard correctly, you've asked the fans to lay off Jeff Moss and Ian Roberts.
Absolutely I have. Absolutely I have. Jeff and Ian have a cash offer for the stadium. They can cash the cheque next week and walk away and not get all this hassle. So, I persuaded them that this is the best way, and they've given me time. But the one condition is the fact that the threats, demonstrations, to not just them but the families, I mean, you know, the families being threatened, has got to stop. And it is unacceptable. I've spoken to Inspector Goss at Wrexham, and I've said we're going to start, as we mean to go on, zero tolerance. Anybody from anywhere that does anything to discredit Wrexham Football Club will be expelled, and they will be banned.
Finally from me, what's the next step for you then?
Oh, well, I'd like to have a night's sleep. I've not managed more than 4 hours a night in the last week. I've been in meetings with everybody. I've seen Richard, who's the president of the Wrexham Supporters Trust, and I said, I hope you will now pick up the phone and come and talk to me. And we need to mend fences, we need to get everyone united. I know we're not going to change the name, but it would be good as Wrexham United Football Club, showing that everybody, the fans and everybody, work together.